Now, while all of the information that you need is in Dr. Spiller's recorded sessions, I was going through his videos, and while you technically don't really have to know how to trade to use the colors, there was things as I was going through it that I was like, because you know how I am, I don't like y'all to use indicators. I like for y'all to be able to see the stuff and be able to pick it out, okay, on your own without having to depend on indicators, okay? So there's some things that I was like, you know, if I can get them to conceptually see and understand what it is that this indicator is doing, then they might have a little bit better of a time when it comes to live trading with it, okay? So I've got the chat box open. If y'all have any, yes, ma'am. Oh, thank you. Yes, I'm recording. Hey, Miss Susie, Molly, Jackie. So let's start with, I know just about everybody in here has took my class, okay? So you guys know support and resistance lines, right? Let me pull up my Deborah, I'm so glad you're here. Take notes, baby. We're gonna make you a master trader. We are going to make you a master trader, okay? Let's go to Trading View. Okay, I was having a total brain fart, like, what? Let's go to Trading View. Now, I'm doing this on my Mac, and I don't have a right click, okay? So y'all know that I fumble with my Mac. But you guys know support and resistance lines. What is wrong with my brain? Okay. We want to stay in drawing mode. All right. So you guys know, please, oh, hell. Give me a second, sorry. Okay, sorry. Oh, let's do this. Hold on. I don't even want that. Okay. This is what I want. Okay. So you got, all right, you guys know support and resistance lines, okay? I'm just gonna slap some on there, kind of real fast. I'm trying to be like, yeah, super precise, but kind of precise. So support and resistance lines, they look kind of like this. Okay. Down there. Take drawing mode off. Okay. So what happens though, just for say, in an instance like this, okay, where price goes through your support line and it comes back up. At one point, this candle was red, so it looked like it was rejecting and going the other way. Okay, so that would be an instance like this would be what we look for, okay? You know, a break, a retest, and an entrance, okay? Let me give you a another example. I'm looking. I'm fumbling with my Mac. Hold on. Okay. Or like this, okay, where price broke, it come back down, it retested, and it looks like it was going to go this way. If you look for the break, the retest, and the correction, it looked by, you know, it looks like that would be an entry, okay? So what stops you from making the wrong decisions using support and resistance lines, okay? I'm about to share something with you that's going to make it a lot easier, okay? Support and resistance lines, it's definitely very, very imperative that you guys know how to spot these levels, okay? It's somewhere where, you know, you had a ceiling and previously you also had a floor, okay? But there's something that goes on between support and resistance lines, and that is being able to draw support and resistance zones, okay? Zones, otherwise known as supply and demand boxes, okay? So I'm going to share a little bit with you on the supply and demand boxes, otherwise known as support and resistance zones. And I need get out of this. Hold on, there we go. Okay. I love the iMac for I love the iMac for my webinars and stuff, but somebody needs the link. Hold on. Okay. Let me find it. I just want you guys, you're not going to have to know about this or even how to draw it because you're about to be given an indicator that shows you how to do it. But I just want you guys to know.
In this video today, we're going to be.
Okay, I think this is it. So everybody, I've got the chat box open. I want you to take really good notes. While I would prefer you guys be able to draw supply and demand boxes, at least I want you to know what's going on in those areas, okay?
Talking about support and resistance, of course, but we're going to be talking about the correct way to draw your support and resistance areas. And there's only one single way to draw them if you wish to utilize them in your arsenal when taming the financial markets and becoming a profitable trader. The big secret is that your support and resistance areas must be drawn as zones. No ifs, ands, or buts. They have to be drawn as zones. That is the only way that they work consistently. Up until this point, we showed you guys the concept of support and resistance using solid lines. Now, price does not respect such a specific point within the market. Price fluctuates all the time, and there's not going to be a set specific point that the market respects every time. There's a general area, and we have to find that area, fine tune it, find the very specific parameters of this area so that it can be used consistently and profitably. Now, in the previous videos, we were using support and resistance as lines just to demonstrate the concepts of it. But here, I'm going to show you how that fails. I'm drawing out this example right now, and we're just going to take a look at how this played out. Now, if we want to put a resistance here, here are our reaction points to a resistance. Okay, we can tell by these reaction points that there's a resistance in this area. Okay, now if we take the line tool and we use this middle peak here, because it's in the middle, and it's just right there in between both of them, so that should work. If we just use this to label where our support and resistance area is at, this will fail. What will happen is price will come through, break this support and resistance area that we have from here, and retest it. And we're going to talk more about this when we talk entries. It's going to retest, you're going to enter for a sell, and you're going to lose. You're going to lose money. 7 out of 10 times you will lose money on a support and resistance line. Now, these are meant to be drawn as zones. Okay, so to avoid things like this getting faked out by the market, to avoid this, you have to draw your support and resistances as zones. So if we are looking at these peaks here, if we're looking at these peaks and we want to draw our resistance zone, we're going to start at the very edge of where this reaction originated from. So I'll move this so you guys can see clearly. When drawing the support and resistance zones, let's look at this one for instance, this area right here. We need to figure out what caused this reaction in the market. At what point within the market caused this bearish reaction? And we need the very beginning of that move. We need the very edge. Okay, so if we're looking for the very edge of this move here, I'll pull out this line, this dotted line tool. It is right here. This is our bottom parameter for our zone. And it is the very edge of this move. Okay, guys, right here. Now, for the next reaction, okay, we need to find the other side of our zone. We need to find the top portion of our parameters here. So let's grab our dotted line and let's check this. Okay, this is where this move originated from. This move, this bearish move, originated from this point where my dotted line is. Now, if we look to the right.
Okay, I'm checking the chat box. Everybody got this so far? Everybody got it so far? Do you see? Okay, so you see how he's talking about how just going with support and resistance lines can mess you up. You'll be taking entries when you don't need to be taking entries. So now what he is showing you is these big moves right here, how to find out where they originated from. It will all come together, and then we will get into colors. But this is just something I wanted to share with y'all so y'all get a conceptual understanding of when you see the supply and demand boxes, the zones on your chart, that you know what they're there for and you know what's happening inside of them, okay?
At this peak here, we need to figure out where this move originated from. Now, this move originated from a place that was just a bit higher than what we had from the peak to the left. So we're going to move our boundary line up right to the edge of where this bearish move began. And this is how we get our parameters for these zones. Okay, so if I get rid of this, if we pay no attention to this one right now, when looking at these three bearish reactions and searching for this resistance zone, you have to make sure that you have the bottom boundary and the top boundary. So when we do this, we have all three reactions in our zone. All of them are accounted for. Now this one just happens to be within our zone. And that's great. That's exactly where we wanted it to be. We want these reactions to be accounted for. So we have our bottom boundary, we have our top boundary. Now I'll move this line over here so you can see how we get it. And this becomes our support and resistance zone. Okay, now what that is going to look like now, instead, if y'all remember, we had a line through here that didn't work so well for us. Okay, that was when using the line. When using this zone and accounting for these reactions, this becomes our zone. And now that we have it drawn like this, and we're not using this line anymore, this move made sense. This makes perfect sense. This whole move down to the support and resistance zone, and then the reaction off of it, this bounce makes perfect sense now. We weren't trying to sell this anymore. We were trying to buy it, and we made money.
Who just got an aha moment? If you got an aha moment, put aha in the chat. If you really just got an aha moment, put it in the chat. Yeah.
You know, this is how support and resistance zones work. This is specifically how you draw them. Now we're going to dive into the chart, and I'm going to show y'all exactly how to do this whole process within a real chart. All right, guys, so here we are, and we're going to walk through drawing.
I'm not going to walk you through how to draw them yourself because you're getting an indicator that's going to do it for you. I want to know that you guys know what these zones are, what's happening inside of them, okay? Before we move on, that was something like, uh-oh.
This resistance here.
Are y'all still with me? Are y'all still with me? Okay. Did I not share my screen? Okay. There is something wrong. My brain has been so cloudy lately. Like it's been weird. Okay. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take his trainings and we're going to break them down. He has got 4 videos that he wants everybody to watch before you do colors. So we're going to go through those together. Okay. And if you need to know how to access the videos, you're going to go to your Go Live and you're going to scroll down until you see colors. You can hit colors. Okay. And here he is. Doc Spills. So he doesn't have live now. And I would tell you guys, if you can get on at 7 a.m. Central, when the first 30 minutes he teaches, the last 30 minutes they take some trades. So that's where the US 30 that y'all were hitting on so big, that's where they originate. It's about that 7:30 mark. Okay. I will try to be on with y'all in the morning again. Hopefully I can get my stuff fixed. All right. Do you see? Supply and demand. And I'm going to, because he's done a bunch
All right, here we go. All right, so now that's 121 of y'all on them today and show you where you should be looking for your buy limit and your sell limit orders. I'm going to show you where you should be looking for your pending orders. And then when you understand buy limit and sell limit, it's also going to help you with HFX too, because the same concept and construct for HFX is the same concept for buy limit and sell limit. You understand it, right? You understand that the buy limit and the sell limit is just the same as HFX. Buy stop, sell stop is just the same as HFX. That's what you're doing it for. You want price to stay above that level, right? Buy stop, sell stop, you want price to stay above that level. Sell, buy limit, sell limit, you want price to stay above that level or below that level. Are you understanding that? Type in the notes if you understand what I'm saying. So, I mean, all you're doing is playing support and resistance, guys. It's not binary, it's not Forex, it's support and resistance. It's not binary, it's not Forex, it's the basics. It's not binary, it's not Forex, it's the basics. It's not DCX, it's the basics. It's the basics. And when you master the basics, it doesn't matter if it's stocks, it doesn't matter if it's metals, it doesn't matter if it's oil, it doesn't matter if it's currency, it doesn't matter if it's crypto, it doesn't matter if it's indices. If you learn the basics, if you get the basics, it doesn't matter where you go and trade. I hear people all the time, I like HFX. And I hear people, well, you know, I got away from Forex. And I'm looking at them like, well, you're really not in HFX. If you got away from Forex. I need you to catch that. You're really not in HFX if you got away from Forex, because you're still doing support and resistance. Are you catching that? You're still doing support and resistance. So what we want to talk about is setting a buy limit. We want to talk about setting a sell limit. We want to talk about setting a stop loss and your take profit, finding those areas, and then fine tuning those areas as it pertains to the overall trade analysis of what colors can do. Now, again, the basics. As you go over the basics of colors, we gave you, there are two of my favorite videos I have out there right now. Please go watch those two favorite. We have a lot of recorded sessions, but I saved 2 sessions, understanding colors, and then understanding more about colors. Those are 2 videos I just saved. Please go back and watch those 2 videos. Those 2 videos will give you the main focus on it. Now we also have a detailed video that you can watch on the Colors app where Tracy goes through and give you those different combinations on the actual colors. So Tracy goes through and give you the combination of those colors, and she kind of gives an explanation as well. But today, somebody say today. All right, now it's 150 of you here. This is being recorded, and it will be put in the favorites. This is being recorded, Nick, to be in the favorites. Do me a favor, 150 of you, I need you to understand how I teach. It is very important that you respond in the group chats. If you do not respond in the group chats, I'm not knowing that you're getting the concept. And then you know what you typically do. You leave talking about, he ain't explaining. We don't want that. We don't want that.
Okay, guys, who on here has the name Zoom user? Zoom user, who is that? If you're not Amanda, if you're not Cameron, if you're not Cheryl Henry, Cheryl Holland, Dawn Bounds, Deanna, Dear Lord, Deborah Tom, Denise Metzer, Jody, Joe and Janet, Karina, Lisa, Maria, Maxine, Molly, Sabrina, Selena, Siobhan, or Susie, put your name in the chat. It's not you, Cheryl Henry. Put your name in the chat. if you are on here as Zoom user, I'm not going to move on till you let me know who you are. Sorry, guys. Luann, okay, just checking, baby. You good? All right, thank you. Glad you're here.
We don't want that. Right? We don't want that. Okay, let's see who's on this live. You got to talk to me and let me know. So there's 150 people, and I guess 153 of y'all not used to using the live chat. So do me a favor, type in the number 7 if you hear me on this live chat. Type in the number 7 if you hear me on this live chat. And they'll let me know that you can hear me. Let's see, 2 people responded. Type in the number 7. And I know there's a long delay, so we got to wait for this delay too. Shoot. Are y'all letting people know that Spills on Live? You know this product is really hot right now, and a lot of people are using this product. You're going to want to see this. You're going to want to see this. Got to drink my water. Y'all, come on, I'm waiting for more people to get on. All you got to do is let them know.
Well,
You don't know nobody confused.
So.
These are the basics. What are the basics, guys? You start with a what? A box. There are going to be 2 boxes on here. There's going to be a supply box and a demand box. This box is going to be red. And I want you to see how colors is work. And there's going to be another box down here. I want you to see it. Y'all see the 2 boxes? Now this box is not going to be, this box is going to be green. How many of y'all see this? Yes or yes?
Yes.
How many of y'all see this? Yes or yes?
Yes. My suggestion, guys, is when you're in classes like this and there are like pictures being drawn up here, that you actually draw these pictures in your notes, label them, because everybody thinks they'll never forget what's being taught until they get off and you don't remember nothing. You have to go over your notes. So my suggestion to you guys is to be actually drawing these pictures, labeling them. But do you guys see that this supply and demand zone was the exact same thing that we just looked at in support and resistance zones? Do you guys did get that it's the exact same thing that we just seen is right here? Okay. Right. Okay.
I'm going over this. This is in the basic videos as well, but I'm going over it again. Guys, you remember when you learned how to trade and they were telling us that price goes up into structure, and then when it goes up into structure, price hits structure, and after price hits structure, it comes down into structure. And then after it comes down into structure, after price hits structure, it goes back up into structure. And then after hit price hit structure, all it does is come back down into structure. That's what it does. It just keeps moving from structure to structure. Now I need you to show that. So this is what we call a swinging trade. It's not trending, it's just swinging from structure to structure. The reason why my construct is so phenomenal is because it works for both swinging and it also works for trending, a trend trading construct. It's a trend trading construct, but this is a swing trading construct. Now, how does a trend trading construct look? It looks just like this on the screen. It'll look just like this on the screen, but then there are times when price won't do this. It'll actually go through. It'll come in the structure, please hear this, and then it'll break the structure. How many of y'all know price will break that structure? I want you to see this. It'll break the structure and keep going through. This is what happens. And after it breaks that structure, it'll come back and test this structure somewhere inside the structure. After it tests inside the structure, it rejects that structure and then starts making its current move. And then you'll see that current move be a trend move. I'm sorry, let me redo this. It'll come up and then it'll come out. And then you'll see it'll go from a swing to a break, a retest, and a go. Now, the problem that you're having is, okay, when do I take the trade? How many of y'all are gonna say, Spiller, you're right, I have a problem when I'm taking the trade? Guys, you're looking for a sell when price comes in the red box and rejects inside of the red box. Now, you're looking for a sell when price comes in the red box. You're looking for a sell when price comes in this red box. You're looking for a sell when price comes in this red box. And what you want price to do is what you see right here. You want it to come in the red box. Everybody get it? What do you want it to do? Come in the red box. We want it to go where? Inside the red box. We want it to go inside the red box, and then we want it to reject out of the red box. And once it rejects out of the red box, we want it coming down. We want price to reject where? Inside the green box. What do you want it to reject? Inside the green box. What do you want to reject? Inside the green box. Do you see this line? It's not the green box. This is the line in the green box. It's not the green box. It's going to be structure inside the green box. I want you to write that down. It's not the green box. It's the structure inside the green box. And you need to know where the structures are.
It's not the green box. It is the structures in the green box or the red box. There's different levels of structure within every one of these boxes, okay? So you can have a structure level here in the middle. You could have one, you know, here at the top. That's going to be the highest that price has been able to go in the past, okay? And then you'll have one down here at the bottom.
On this box. There are structures inside the box and outside the box. Write this down. There are what? Structures inside the box and structures outside the box. There'll be structures inside the box and outside the box, and I'm going to show you what I mean. Supply demand is typically based off of price reaching a certain area of it being overextended, right? It will be overextended either through the buy or the sell, and as it's overextended through the buy or the sell, it finds structure, it rests in that structure before it decides to make its decision. And I'm going to show you that in just an analogy. Right now, I want you to see this because this is very important. Where is the structure at on the supply demand box? I'm glad you asked. Let's talk about the structure on the supply demand and you'll know where it is. Let's talk about the structure on the supply demand, you know where it is. Number one, write this down. When you look at the supply demand box, there is structure on top of the box. Number one, there's structure at the bottom of the box. The lines on the box are structure. I'm gonna write this out so you can see it. So this is structure, and then inside of the box can be structure as well. So I want you to make this down. I want you to see this.
Definitely.
So there's structure on top of the box. Let me type the text in. Are y'all getting this? Are y'all getting this?
Y'all understand what he's saying, right? It's just like what we were talking about, you know, price could come up to here and then reject, or price could come all the way up in here and then reject. Price could come all the way to the top of this and reject, okay? And it would be the same here. We would be looking for buys. You know, price could come all the way down to the bottom of this and reject. Price could come all the way to the middle of this and reject. Price could come down and barely graze this and reject. And price could come down almost to it, not quite, and reject. Zones.
Talk to me in the group chat. Come on. I'm teaching basics. I'm teaching basics. Where's the structure? Talk to me in the basics. I just showed you the 3 levels of structure on your supply demand box. I just showed you 3 levels of structure in your supply demand box. Come on, talk to me. And you need to share this video out with your friends and family. I just showed you 3 levels of structure. The top of the box, inside the box, and underneath the box. These are 3 levels of structure on the supply demand. Please write them down. Please write them down. Where the supply demand, and the same at the bottom. It's at the top of the box. There'll be structure in the middle of the box and be structure at the bottom of the box. Where's the structure? Top, bottom, middle. Top, bottom, middle. top, bottom, middle. Let's type that in the notes. Structure is at the top, middle, bottom
Are y'all writing this down?
of the supply demand box. Are y'all sharing this on your social media to get more people on here so they won't be blowing us up during the week and trying to find out what this is and saying they don't understand? Or y'all talking about it? I'm gonna leave it up. Do you get that? Structures at the top, the bottom, and the middle of the supply demand box. Structures at the top, the bottom, and the middle of the supply demand box. Write it down. Don't act like you know this. Write it down. Stop acting like you know. Where's the structure? Y'all see how perfect that was? God, dog, Spiller, you did that perfect. Set it right on there. Where's it at? Man, that was perfect. I need to give myself an A on how I just moved that on there. God, dog, that was perfect. Do y'all see it? Come on, give me an A for effort on that. I need an A. Come on, give me an A for effort on that. Please give me an A for effort. How that just flowed in so perfect. Come on, give me an A for effort. How that flowed in perfect. Give me an A for effort. You can see that clearly. Come on, I need to see who's getting this. That just fit right on there. Teachers should be proud of me. Teachers should be proud of me for what I just did. If you're a teacher, come on. Is there a teacher in here? Any educator? You should be proud of what I just did, the construction of what I just did. So I'm gonna show you. So the supply demand is in the middle. It could be structure in the middle. Let's find another structure. Structure on top.
And I understand what you're saying, Lisa, because sometimes there's not a box. Now you can, when you're on this, I can't do it because this is a recording. But if you see right here, where the price is, you can click on that and pull it down, and it will actually kind of shrink your screen. You can see if there has been a box. But yeah, like that's one of the requirements. No box, no trade. So if it hadn't come out of a box, it means that structure that has not hit those structures, or you might have missed the perfect entry move. I have seen them do some things on the live trading where it makes it a risky trade. So just watch out. But by the end of this week, we're going to have this colors inside and out.
Come on. Let's show you the structure. I know you didn't know this, and structure right here. Then you have structure on the top. Price can reject right off the top of that. Price can reject in the middle of that, and price reject at the bottom of that. Do you see it? Yes or yes? Come on. Come on, school teachers, help me out. How many think your teams can understand that? That's 175 on you. How many do you think your teams can understand this? Thank you for sharing this on your live. 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 I appreciate this. Thank you for mentioning me in your mentions. You don't have to do anything. I just want to make sure that you guys are learning this. I'm just making sure you're learning this. How many of y'all getting this right now? How many of this is making sense? How many just got goated? You're like, oh my God, I never knew that. If you never knew that, just type goated. If you never knew that, I got goated. Come on. If you never knew that, I got goaded. Come on, that should help you with HFX too, right? Shouldn't it help you with HFX too?
Now listen to this, guys. Listen to what he's about to say about HFX.
Come on, if you know what the structure is, shouldn't it help you with HFX too? Now, come on. If you got goaded, you're like, oh my God, I didn't know that. Or it makes sense. I got goaded. Nikki got goaded. Way to go, Nick. I told you this base is going to do it. Yes, a lot of sense. I'm glad this was added to mastery. Thank you, DC Max. All right, I'm looking for people who got goaded. I got goaded. Look, there's another one. They're getting goaded. I got goaded. Look at this. They're getting goaded on my live. Early this morning, like, okay, Spills, I got that. I see it now. And then use this in my trading all the time. And the fact that it's laid out so clear and simple, goaded. Come on, man. Come on. You don't have to. Look, you're going to see my boxes print on the screen. Come on, Wealth Health. Goaded. Maris, goaded. Juliet, note, goaded. Come on. Who's been goaded? You're like, wow, I didn't see that. Okay, that's cool. Spiller, I now have a little deeper insight to what your software is doing. It's printing support and resistance structures. Got it. It's printing the support and resistance structures. So when you have those two boxes, if I have a red box and then price, I need y'all to hear this. Price goes up and hits this red box and do what? Come on. Price leaves here and hits this red box. What am I looking for price to do? Go in the red box and reject. Go in the red box and reject. That's what I want to do. I need to get in that red box, find structure either in the bottom, the middle, or the top. Goaded. What I need to do, find structure in the bottom, the middle, or the top. And then after it finds it, I'm going to look for that rejection to come back down. That's all Colors is doing. It's finding the structure. I'm waiting for price to move into this structure. And then once it moves into the structure, let's write this down so people can get this, because this is not deep. You're going to make it deep, but it's not. We look for the rejection inside the red box for a sale. I want you to get this. This is the easiest way. Guys, I'm not going to make this hard. And there are people that's going to say, I just don't get it. No, I know you don't, because you got too many minds. Look for the rejection in the red box, and I'm going to type red in caps. Look for the rejection, and then I'm going to type rejection in caps too, because I know when you really highlight something like this, I think it's going to stick out. Look for the rejection inside the red box for a sale opportunity. For a sale what? A sell op. Look for a sell op. Number 2, same thing as number 1. Same thing as number 1. We're going to make this simple. You're not going to make this hard. You're not going to make this hard. This is the easiest software in trading. Look for the rejection in the green box. What color? Green for a buy op. There it is right here. Now, bam. We're going to take this. Sorry. Let's lower the lot size here. Do you have this? Look at this. Now, when it comes down, what are you looking for? Now you're looking for your buy opportunity, but you need to have rejection there before you can start taking the buy opportunity. And rejection means it has, in both instances, write this down, in both instances, is not a true rejection if it doesn't come back out of the box. It's not a true rejection if it doesn't come back out of the box. It's not a true rejection if it doesn't come back out of the box. Do you see it now? Do you see it now? Come on, take this, take this, take this, take this. Do you see it? I'm making this so simple you need somebody to help you misunderstand it. If you got goaded again, if it's just, oh wow, it just opened up again, go ahead and type goaded again. Go ahead and type goaded again. If it just got goaded, and this now is making sense now, Spills, I see what you've done. What you've done is you've drawn the support and resistance, and what you want me to do is wait for the rejection. That's what you want me to do. You want me to see it come out of that box in order for it to be a buy. You want to see it come out of that box in order for it to be a sell. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, what if it comes in the box and it don't reject and it goes through? Well, you don't have a sale, do you? No. Now, let's talk about pending orders, right? Where your buy limits and your sell limits on structure, inside of structure. Where's your buy and sell limits? Under structure and above structure. Where's your buy and your sell limits? Under structure, above structure, in structure. Okay, let's write this down. I just want you to see it.
Yes.
Buy limit. You see it now? You see it now. Buy limit, buy stop for buys. Do you see where to place them now? Do you see where you can place them now? Do you see where you can place them now? The buy limit, the buy stop, you can place them in two positions on what you just found. You can place them, let's just make this simple. Above, buy limit, you place around the supply demand box. And then it gives you three places to look for this, look, top, middle, bottom. It's easy. It's easy. I mean, that's where you go for all your supply, for all your pending orders. Are y'all getting this? Are y'all getting this? Are y'all getting this? So your buy limit and then the sell limit. And if you understand the basics of them, that's what you go through series 100, 200, 300, 4. You're gonna go through the basics of them. You're gonna do sell limit, sell stop, the same way. And where do you place them? Around the supply demand box, just like this. You place them around the supply demand box, top, bottom, middle. And then top, bottom, middle. All you're gonna do is place it around the supply demand box. Are y'all getting that? Do you have this? You're looking for structure to place your supply demand. I mean, to place your limit orders. Do you understand? Talk to me. Now, if you don't know how to do limit orders, that's not what this course is about. This course is not about doing limit orders. This course is to show you where to set them. Because so many people ask, where do I set them? Well, you should set them around structure. Now, come out of structure simply means the candle has to close under the structure. But don't worry about the candle closing under the structure. I've already designed that for you by matching up the colors. Are you understanding now? I need you to catch this. Guys, all you do is when it comes out of the box, line up the colors. Here's the next note. Here's the next note. I'm going to make this easy. I gave you where to place them, and then I'm going to type this note. Are you ready for this note? Line up the colors.
And trade.
When price or candles come out of the supply demand box. Do y'all have this? This is the last point. Line up the colors when it comes to supply demand box. That's the last point. Y'all should really have this. Line up the colors. This sounds like my wifey. I'm on the live. You gonna come in? Come here. Come here. Yes, you can. My wife in here with me, y'all. Talking about she just woke up. Do you have it? All right, talk to me in the group chat if this is making sense. Talk to me in the group chat if this is making sense. I've explained colors from a basic standpoint, right? What do we have? We have the green box. We have the red box. No box, no trade, right? Then we found the structure in the box. We saw where the supply demands, the sell limit, the buy limit orders, sell stop, and I'll show you when we go to some charts too. I think all time frames. Come on, how many of you now understand colors and how we're trading it? How many of you, this is your first time, you've been hearing about colors, but you understand it now a little bit and how to trade it? How many of you are getting that? You understand a little bit how to trade it now?
At least you understand that you're looking for rejection from your supply and demand zones. We haven't got into the other indicators yet and what they mean. This is just his first video.
Talk to me in the group chat. Talk to me in the group chat. I need to know. There's 180 something of you on here, and you guys are going to be the ones that's explaining this out to people. And this is probably going to be a really hot video because I run over a lot. I sure will. I definitely will show you that. I just want to make sure that you're understanding so far. I understand it better than before. Okay, good. I'm looking for those people. No, when you leave here today, it's going to make sense. When you leave here today, it's going to make sense. You're going to kill it next week. Did you see all those people killing it this week? Did you see? No. How many of you saw your teammates kill it on colors this week, and that's why you're here? How many of y'all seen people kill it on colors, whether it's HFX, whether it's Forex, whether it's indices, whether it's metals? How many of y'all seen people kill it, and you're like, man, I need to go find out what they're doing? That's because they have a little bit of understanding about what trading is, and I don't have to teach as hard because they've been in it longer. So if they've been in it longer, they've been studying longer, they've been getting it longer, then it's going to click for them faster, and it's going to click for somebody who doesn't know what's going on. Look, my mentor killed it. Look, mine. It's my first time on colors. No. Look at what they're saying. You go back and look. Ask yourself, are people getting the bag with colors? Because that's why people hear. That's why you're here early this morning. For some of you in the United States, it's 180 of you with an impromptu session, and you own it because you see my picture. I'm going to be training all day today with replaying this. Guys, I'm serious. People are killing it with colors simply because it's working. I've heard them talking about it in the chat, so I've been interested in learning how to use it. Great, thank. It's so real, y'all. Look. I'm telling you, 10% daily, coach, I'm gonna be richer than a mother. Look. I see you on Instagram. There are people right now. I had a woman that grew her account by 200% in 2 days without over leveraging. She grew her account 200%. And you say, how'd you do that in 2 days? Gold. She caught the gold trade on colors and just wrote it out. This is true goat wear, guys. She caught it. And then I posted the video. But then she didn't just catch it. Another one of my students, Yoko Bradford, she was one. And then another student, Jean Ellis, 600 pips. Guys, look, it's going to get out one way or another. People are going to start talking about it one way or another. And then when you start understanding the simplicity of what we've done, and you ain't got to do all that. Look, if it's in the red box, watch, and it comes out the red box out the bottom. If it comes out this bottom, you selling. I'm going to make this simple. It comes out this box, you selling, and the colors are going to line up and tell you what it's doing. How easy is that? It comes out the box, line up the colors. It comes out the box, line up the colors. 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 I need.
It comes out of the box. What do? Comes out of the box. What? What? Just making sure y'all heard it.
You should tell everybody if it comes out. No. This one. Type this in the group chat. If it comes out the box, I must line up the colors. I need you to help me. No box, no trade. No box, no trade. And then the second part. If it comes out of the box, line up the colors. If it comes out of the box, just line up the colors. If it comes out of the box, just line up the colors. I'll wait for y'all. When it comes out the box, just line up the colors. I'll wait for y'all to type that in. When it comes out the box, I must line up the colors. This is part of your learning process. I know you don't want to write it because I think you think, you don't need to do all that. But I am a professional educator. And as a professional educator, I can tell you that when you employ kinesthetic learning, and kinesthetic learning is you writing, guys. I know you don't believe in writing. I know we're a texting generation. Writing, calligraphy. If you study the Orient, and I have studied this extensively, the Orient, or those with Asian descents and Asian roots, will really understand what I'm saying from a histological standpoint. You study the Asian culture, Asian history, calligraphy was big with them. Now, why was calligraphy? A lot of their sword play come from calligraphy, the ability to write and draw with your hands. Now, we in neurology now understand that kinesthetic learning is the ability to manipulate things with your hands. We manipulate them with our hands, manipulatives. If there's anybody here that understands education, Spiller knows exactly what he's talking about. We manipulate things with our hands, but the manipulation, and they call them manipulatives in the educational sector, but the manipulatives that you do with your hands, the kinesthetic part. Kinesthetic deals with the mind and the neurological connection between thought and action, or thought and motion. So then when you start thinking about your brain, when your brain is thinking, that's one level of thought process. But when your hand is writing, you need to understand that's a second level of thought process. This is why you write. A second level of thought process, which allows the thought process to become more concrete in your subconscious as it pertains to retaining information. So if you want to retain the information, you've got to write. I know you don't want to, but it doesn't matter. Spiller's going to give you the truth, at least from a neurological standpoint, an educational standpoint, a scientific standpoint, a philosophical standpoint, and a psychological standpoint. I'm going to give you all of it. Why? Because I understand how education works. If you're not writing, I know you don't want to, I'm not trying to do all that. I know, and think about this. Think about how much stuff you miss when you go into your trade. Like, I missed that. God, how did I miss that? Because it was not concrete in your subconscious, and it wasn't concrete in your subconscious because you didn't write it down. The more
Repetition equals retention. Repetition equals retention.
you write it, the more concrete. Go look at wet concrete and look at calligraphy in the wet concrete. Does it ever leave?
Ooh, I like that.
Once it's in that wet concrete and it dries, it's over. Now think about your brain. Your brain is wet concrete this morning, and Spiels just gave you all this information. And you think you're going to retain it? If I was you, I would draw that illustration. Look, you can take a picture of it. That's what I love about this. Chris Terry is so genius. You can use your camera and take a picture of this. I would take a picture of it if I was you. I'm serious. I'll take a picture of this. I would take a picture of this if I was you. If I was you, I'd take a picture. If I was you, I'd take a picture of this. If I was you, I'd take a picture. Just so that I can have it. I'll take a picture of that. And there's a screenshot where you can. Bam, take a picture. And then remember that picture. I'm going to go over all of that. I told you this is going to be an extensive class this morning. You're not going to have any questions about colors after today. You're not going to have any questions about colors after today. This is going to be the videos. So stay with me, okay? Stay with me, okay? How many of y'all going to stay with me? How many of y'all with me on this training? If I was y'all, I've been telling people. How many of y'all with me on this training so far? Almost 200 people in the impromptu training. And I'm breaking this down. Line up the colors when it comes out of the supply-demand box. Line up the colors when it comes out. And then the color's going to tell you when it come out. Now, I'm going to show you your entry and your exit. I'm going to show you your entry and your exit when you come out. I'm going to show you your entry and your exit when you come out. When you go in, when you go out, okay? I'm going to show it to you. It's going to be easy. Oh, God, y'all going to be like, no, Spiller. Yes. If you've been goated so far, you're like, wow, this is easy. It's becoming easier. I don't have a trade unless it's coming out of the box. So I don't need to do anything unless price is out of the box. If price is in the box, I need to chill. I don't need to do anything unless it's coming out of the box. If it's in the box, I need to chill. I don't need to do anything unless it comes out of the box. If it's in the box, I need to chill. If it's in the box, I need to chill. If it's in the box, I need to chill. If it comes out of that box, it's on. So then one of the majority of the things I had to do was stop people from getting in trades before time. If it's in the box too early, out of the box on time, in the box too early. Now, there are going to be people here who are master traders of price action, and they're going to get in before you because my strategy is based on price action. My strategy is also based on price action. My strategy is also based upon price action. You'll see that later. If you got goated again, go ahead and type in hashtag goated. Come on. Type in, I got goated. Spiller, wow. Wow, you just helped me really train my team because then I can just tell them, baby, if it's in the box, you don't have a trade till it comes out. How easy is that going to be?
I'm confused. I don't understand.
All right. Are y'all hear me? Come on, are y'all hear me? Look at these goats. All right, now, I'm moving on. We're done with this section. This is section 1 of colors. This is section 1. So section 1 completed. Everybody say section 1 is complete. This is section 1.
Huh. Help us tame it. All right, so let's pull up colors for just a minute.
Now,
I don't want that. Oh.
here's my question. I
Want out of here. Stinking Mac.
in this section.
Okay, let's see. Okay. And we're just going to look around a little bit. Now, one thing that the reason I liked HFX so much was it was money in minutes, and this is Forex. So even if you've got all of, you're not going to be able to just pull up a chart and enter a trade unless you are waiting for that opening bell in the morning with a US 30. Okay. So let's just see what we've got going on here. Anything 2 hours ago. Nothing where all the colors are lined up. But it is Asian session too, and the markets are totally go sideways. Let's see. Let's look at the Mexican peso. All right. All four are lining up. However, price is in the box. So we would not have it. Now, risky to take it, and I wouldn't take it because it's not been able to get out of this. It's not being able to pass this right here. 4 proven retest right here. 4 proven retest right here. And it's in the box. So Got to wait till price comes out of the box. And do you see what I'm talking about? How you can grab where price is showing on here and click with your mouse and pull it up and down, and you can see what's going on. CJ, 1 minute ago, it came out the box. Price came out the box. 2, and line up the colors. Green, 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 green. On the 1 minute. I always go up though. And look, you know, because that's a 1 minute. Let's start with the hour. Shoot. Yes. What is wrong with colors? See, on the 1 hour, it's been selling. Okay. On the 30 minute, it's a pullback. On the 15 minute, it's still very much a downtrend. Still very much a downtrend, so I wouldn't take it. But yeah, tomorrow, what we're going to go over is we're going to go over the swing arrows and what they mean, what price is doing when they come up, the chevrons, okay, what price is doing when they come up. So that's what we're going to be working on tomorrow. Y'all pray for my internet situation so I can get on and trade with y'all in the mornings. If not, I highly suggest that you get on Dr. Spiller's 7 a.m. class, and then they trade, you know, right after that. As always, if you need me for anything, I'm here. Just reach out. Any questions, comments, or concerns, I got you. All right. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Love y'all. I will see y'all in the chats.